secondhand unboxing time.
Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm Caketinz, and today we are doing a second-hand manga haul. Now, if you've been around, you probably know that I love my second-hand manga hauls, especially with how cheap they are and how often they actually turn up in surprisingly good condition. We have a bit of a range of stuff. We have a lot of World of Books, to be fair. We have some stuff I found on Amazon. We have some stuff I found on eBay. We have some stuff I've bought from someone. We do also have a cheeky little Blackwell's parcel that we're going to open it in the middle of this and pretend it's meant to be here. If you haven't already, remember to like the video and subscribe for lots of content. Check out my channel memberships for early access to all of my videos. And if you haven't already, join the Dudette Discord server. There will be a link found down below. I think obviously the first step is to clear the desk a little because this is like 2 foot tall. Okay, so first we're going to try opening this box. It is upside down because I couldn't be asked to remove my dress. I hope this is actually a full set of a manga series that I won in a eBay auction. Now, it isn't actually that often I buy up a full series. Often I end up finding— oh, that was really close. There is no like spaces there between the manga and the box. It isn't very often that I buy up a full set because I tend to just pick a mix, piece it together over like a few months or years or whatever. Ooh! I think you can tell what series it is. Let me tip it out upside down. Maybe there was packaging the other way. So yeah, there was at least some bubble wrap on the top. So if I'd cut through like the way I was supposed to, it would have been fine. But yes, let me just rejig these. Okay, so I have the complete series of Tale of the Moon. Yes, I know they're not in order, some are upside down. Whole series of Tale of the Moon, which is complete at 15 volumes. I ended up not getting it for too bad a price. I think it ended up being about 60-ish pounds, potentially including postage or not including postage. Went straight for the bubble wrap, so now I'm sat on it. These are definitely used copies, especially these 1 and 2 volumes are very, very faded on the spines. Some of them aren't too bad. They do definitely feel red. A lot of them are quite yellow as well. I mean, that doesn't overly bother me, but I think I'm quite happy at that kind of price. About £4 a volume, because at least it means it's got a full set. I know I sometimes see volumes of this series for like £3 something on World of Books maybe, but it's a full set and at £4 each I'm still happy with that, especially as of its volume. Okay, let's do a random World of Books. We did manage to stack a couple more World of Books codes. I think it worked out to 20-something% off. So I have been looking a bit more. Did I just cut this or was this already cut? Okay, first off we have Can't Stop Cursing You Volume 3, which I'm a little confused by because I thought I had ordered Volume 2. So I will have to check that. It is quite battered, this one. There's a lot of bent lines along the spine. That is quite a battered copy. I need to check my emails. Then we have Black Butler 25. I think most of the volumes that I've picked up that are like this size have been £5 or less. I do think I've picked up a few Black Butlers, and this one I think was under £5. Because I keep seeing them pop up secondhand randomly, that's pretty much how I'm going to pick up the rest of this series, even though I'm still like 16 volumes off being like up to date with it. I'm quite happy doing the slow but steady. Next we have Reincarnated as a Sword 11. I think this is fairly-ish recent. October 2023, so yeah, less than a year since that came out. I picked up a lot of this series a few months ago, or maybe last year actually, in a Forbidden Planet sale section. I'm still missing a volume, so I have a gap, but it's nice to grab some more isekai, especially cheap. Next we have Love Me For Who I Am Volume 1. It is a series I've been interested in trying for a while, and with Pride Month very close on the horizon, maybe already been by the time you see this, I was interested in reading it during that. I haven't actually heard that much about it though. I don't know if it's actually any good or not. I'll find out. And then we have To Your Eternity Volume 5. Oh, $5. It is a bit battered, but this was the only volume of To Your Eternity I needed to have a clear run. I finally have filled the gap. I think I paid about £6 for this volume, which still isn't too bad considering in a 3 for 2 it's about £8 something. So I got it for about £2 and a bit cheaper than if I were to buy it in a 3 for 2, and it means I am now up to date with the series. I don't know what it was about this volume that was so tricky to track down. It wasn't even like in stock in places till a few months ago. We got another World of Books. I was like, what's the best way to cut this without potentially cutting the manga? Oh, it's double bagged. Another layer. It is really light past the parcel. Okay, on top we have 07 Ghost Volume 3. I am 2 volumes off, actually no, I'm 3 volumes off being complete with the series, and this was one of the volumes I needed. I can't remember now off the top of my head which one it is I need, 2 or 4. It's an early volume next to this one, I can't remember which one, and the last volume, volume 17. It's always a right pain when you're missing really early volumes because it really puts you off reading any further in the series. I did manage to grab this one for about £5 though, which isn't bad for a Viz volume, considering that's like £1 cheaper than 3 for 2 nowadays. Though the RRP on this is £6.99, which makes it 3 for 2 would be like £4.60, but I wouldn't be paying that in store. Then we have Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Volume 6. Hopefully there is actually a bunch more volumes of this series in this haul. There is quite a large Clamp collective. Can you hear my cat? As I was saying, there is quite a large Clamp collective in the Dudette Discord server. If you are a Clamp fan aficionado, do feel free to join and share all your fan love for Clamp. But I've not really gotten into it much myself before. I'm trying to a bit more because, I mean, seeing all these people talk about it and enjoy it and like it and all that, it makes me want to try. So I'm starting to pick up a bit more. I know this is a sequel to the main series, and I'm still missing loads from the main series, but they were all pretty decently priced, so I swept a bunch up. Then we have Classroom of the Elite Light Novel, Volume 10. This is for Ben, since he has actually expressed a decent interest in trying to read more of this. I'm quite pleased with myself, because this has been quite hard to find, but I've managed to collect him like 6-7 volumes of the light novel over the past year or so, I want to say. He's not got like a clear run he can read, but when I'm only paying £5 a volume, he's quite happy to like wait. It means I can keep finding them cheaper. Then we have I Don't Know How to Give Birth. Well, I think this might actually be a one-shot. I'm not really sure why I picked it up. I thought it was pretty cheap. It was like £4 and I didn't have it and I was curious. I'm hoping it'll be funny. It is a little battered. It's definitely flicking out a bit. There. I'll see. Then we have I'm in Love with the Villainess, first light novel. This is me trying to slowly egg Ben on to read more Villainess series. This one is a GL one. I hear the light novel's actually really good, like especially in comparison to the manga. Not that I've read that far into the manga anyway. I'm not sure how many light novels currently out of this, so I want to see at least 5 maybe. I have some wad parcels on the desk to the side. We're going to go through those and then we'll try something else. Let's open this one, which feels like a hardback. Oh shit. So we have got, which one is it? We have Cardcaptor Sakura Volume 7 of the Collector's Edition, and I must say, this is in really good condition, considering it's a hardback and I bought it from World of Books. This is in really good condition, looking at it. I'm actually really surprised. I paid, I think after discount, I can't remember, £15, £14 for it. I'm actually quite pleased with that. As I said, as part of my trying to join in with the clumpiness, that's why I picked that one up. Another wall parcel. Another double layered wall parcel. Ooh. So we have a Fire Force 30. I'm missing about 4 volumes of the series, sort of in the middle of it at the moment, before I'm complete. And small cadentias pop up on World of Books all the time, so I'm just gonna wait and grab them that way probably. Then we have another couple of Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card 8 and 12. I do think with all the volumes of Clear Card I picked up, it does have me a clear run to 12. I don't know if that's the most recent one out. No idea if it's the recent one out, but at least it's clear run, which is nice. And then we have another Cardcaptor Sakura Collector's Edition 6. There is a bit of a bump on the spine on this one, but still, that's still pretty decent condition, I gotta say. So I now have 1, 6, and 7, so I'm still a little way off. But when I paid pretty decent prices for those, I'm quite happy with that. I do need to keep an eye out for the rest, though. More World of Books. Oh, they're all double pack, double layered. I'm quite impressed. Just peel them out. On top we got Black Lagoon Volume 4. I think I'm only 1 volume off being up to date on this. I hadn't realised it was just on hiatus, or it's not complete for some reason. I thought it was complete, maybe just because it's been a while or something. I bought a lot on Sci-Fi the last couple of months, I am now 1 volume off, I think, completing or being up to date, sorry, with this. Then we got another couple of back butler. We have 5 and 30. I know 30 is fairly recent, but I think there might still be some past 30 that are out. I'm just very behind the times. Again, both of these were about £5 each. These ones are pretty decent. Actually, 5's a bit yellowed, but not the worst. It's not the end of the world kind of yellowed. Inuyasha Viz Big 4. This is a little battered. There's some like scratches on the back cover that are a bit noticeable. I think I paid about £10 for this. Yeah, I want to say it was about £10 for this. So far I have about 4 of the Inuyasha Viz Bigs now. Most of them I've bought second hand in some capacity, so I'm quite happy continuing like that. I know there's like 18, isn't there? So I do have a way to go, just I'm cheap. And then we have Asterix War Volume 1. This is rather battered. This is a very battered volume. I don't believe it's like especially a great series. The manga is complete of 5 volumes. Light novel is a bunch longer. I've been buying some of that for Ben, but I don't see it around too much, but it's not that expensive either, weirdly. I think I'm still missing a volume or 2 before that's complete though. At least I've got volume 1 now. Okay, let's do some parcels that aren't World of Books. So we have this Blackwell's one here, which technically is not secondhand, but we're going to pretend that that's not the case and remain blissfully unaware. Let's open this up. Okay, so we have got cardboard. We have 3 volumes of Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. We have volumes 4, 5, and 6. I have been kind of trying to pick this series up for a little while. I see actually quite a few people say they really like it. It just seems to not be around. But I actually saw these come in stock on Blackwell's and they were actually a bit cheaper than 3 for 2 price, so I just nabbed them because why not? I am only now missing 1 volume before it's complete and it is volume 3. So I'm gonna try and keep an eye out for that next few times I go manga shopping. Continuing the naughty trend of not technically secondhand is an Amazon parcel that I actually forgot I'd ordered. We have got volume 5 of Gigant. Now, really weirdly, someone posted a link in the Discord server and it was like £1.60 delivered by Amazon. No idea what was happening. It was still £1.60 the last time I looked as well. So yeah, I grabbed it and it is here. It is in English and it's plastic wrapped. So yeah, that was quite nice. We got so much WOB, we're going to go back to WOB for a little bit. I think we got 3 parcels that aren't WOB, but we've got like 15 that are. Oh, this one's double packaged as well. Okay, on top we have Mason Ikoku Volume 7. I will have paid about £10 for this. For these like bigger volumes like this in Inuyasha, I'm not going to pay above £10 really. And in store, the RRP for this in the UK is £19.99, so I mostly got it half off. Quality of this is fairly decent, apart from at the bottom there you can see it's definitely been like squished a little. But that's not the end of the world, especially once it's on my shelf and I squint a little, I probably won't be able to tell. Most of my volumes of this I've bought for like £10 or less. Some of them I've even paid like £3 or £4 if I've got them in sale sections. So I'm making progress. Next we have Sakura Hime Volume 10. A series that I have predominantly paid like £3-4 a volume, maybe even less for it. This one I think I paid about £5. I am, I think, 1 volume off completing the series. It's very, very pretty and I love the backs. It's, I think, my favourite back covers of any series. Other than that and Lost in the series, I don't know anything else. Then we have Lady Snowblood Volume 3. I was very, very pleased to find this volume on World of Books. I think I ended up paying £15 for it. I can't remember quite off the top of my head, maybe even 10, can't remember. It's a trickier series to find. Hopefully there might actually be another one in here. It is complete, I believe, at 4 volumes. I already have volume 1, so I am only 1 volume off completing it. I actually got that volume 1 like 4 years ago now. I didn't actually ever think I would complete it, and I'm already 2 more volumes towards completion, which is slightly crazy. Next we have a volume of Horimiya Volume 11. I do like how colourful they are. The quality of this is actually pretty good. This does feel like a new volume. I would have happily bought this in store. Happy and pleased with this one. I've not been blown away with the series so far, so I'm not rushing to pick up volumes, like even in store or in 3 for 2 or online. So I'm kind of playing the patience game at this point. Oh, and then I also got the second light novel for I'm in Love the Villainess. This one is chunky. This is a chunky book. Like, there's the first one next to the second one. It is so much chunkier. Also, they've got very similar covers, don't they? I was like, wait, did I buy the same volume again? No, first one was not this chunky. So this one is already slightly open. How thoughtful and helpful of World of Books. We have got another Card Catch Sakura Clear Card Volume 2. This takes so at least I can read some of the series, but I'm not going to read it until I've read the main series. Another Black Butler Volume 11. Just like quickly do my Roman numerals, but also do my Roman numerals upside down. A number of these are a little battered. This one is actually, this spine is off center. I feel like it's not completely fair to blame off center spines on World of Books though, because that's more on the printer over World of Books. Then we have the Song of Yoru and Asa Encore, which is apparently a follow-up to the Song of Yoru and Asha, which I bought recently, and it is a Kuma imprint, which is like a sister imprint to the Faku brand. I think I paid about £6 for this one. It's hefty. It's always nice quality paper for the Kuma and Faku prints. Then we have Hayate Combat Butler Volume 10. This is a library copy. With library copies, I usually get round to removing the inside stuff later, but for now I just remove the plastic cover like that. It's definitely a little bit battered, as I might expect from a library copy. It's not the worst though. Actually, I'll take the sticker off on the spine. They're the ones I take off immediately. Like, don't you dare touch my spines. There we go. That wasn't too bad, actually. Oh, so colourful. And then we also have Volume 2 of Love Me For Who I Am. This volume was way cheaper than Volume 1. It was like £3, maybe. Whereas Volume 1 was about £6. And I was kind of like, do I put back Volume 1 and just get Volume 2? No, that's silly. If I'm going to get them, I get the pair, but do I want to pay £6? I ultimately did. Okay, on top we have Shikamaru's Not a Cutie Volume 6. This series I have bought basically entirely secondhand, mostly on World of Books as well. I might actually have a clear run of the series now, which is crazy, and this is all paying less than £6 a volume, mostly again about £5 a volume. That is very much like my limit. This one is okay condition. It would be a bit if I picked it up in a store, but it's not too bad. I've seen people liking it to Komi, so I'm interested. If I Could Reach You Volume 2. This was rather cheap. I want to say £3 maybe. I have a couple of random volumes of the series. I believe it's a GL, and that is extent of my knowledge. Then we have Love Nest Volume 1, a Sublime BL series. I've seen some people talk quite positively about it on Instagram, and I saw it for about £5.30, so decided to nab it. Then we have Zombie Powder Volume 2. Zombie Powder Volume 2. There might be another volume or two in the parcels, I can't remember. This is a series by the same mangaka as Bleach, and I was slightly tempted to pick it up because it is another series that begins with the letter Z, which means Zom 100 is no longer alone. I really hope I picked up Volume 1. I don't think I picked up Volume 1. Yes, I was not insane. Lady Snowblood Volume 2, bought for pretty much the exact same price as Volume 3, so I do have 1, 2, and 3, which I'm very, very happy about. So I've got like 2 more parcels down here, and then we'll tackle the rest of the pile, which has stuff that isn't World of Books. I think it still also has some World of Books, but a bit less. Okay, so we have a light novel. We have Skeleton Knight in Another World Volume 7, and it is most definitely a library copy. It is from New York State, which is slightly crazy. Lots of stickers all over this one, so I'll probably sit with Ben and discard. Oh, poor book. I'll sit down with Ben and try and peel them off carefully, but it's a light novel, so that is for him. I feel like I don't see library light novels that often. I don't know if that's my first one, but you definitely don't see them as often. Then we have Happiness Volume 10. I think this might have been about £4 something after the discount code. It is a bit battered, some creases on the corner here. You can see it a lot better on the side like that. I think the cover is very pretty. I have started to pick it up recent-ish. I think I now have like, can I see them from here? No, I can't. I think I have about 3 or 4 volumes of the series now, all bought secondhand. But since it completes at 10, I'll just keep collecting them secondhand. Then we have another light novel, Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life, Volume 2! An early light novel volume, so Ben cannot be mad at me and can actually attempt to read some of it. I'm a bit meh about the manga, not necessarily because it's that bad, but it releases a volume like every 3 years, and that is just too big a gap for me to remember anything that is going on. But the light novel is well into the double digits, so hopefully Ben might enjoy it more. Okay, so this World of Books parcel, then we'll tackle the pile on the other side. Ooh, it's got a band on it to keep them secure. So yeah, we've got another couple of volumes of Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, this time volume 3 and 7. I wouldn't be surprised considering the condition is vaguely similar, that they were all from the same set. Ultimately, I guess. I'm not sure how many I've gotten now, how many that is. Then we have another Shikimori's a Cutie volume 4. This one actually feels pretty decent condition as well. This one, like, I'd have probably bought in store quite happily too. Happy Kaneko's Killer Life volume 1. I think I paid $5.30 for this one. I have actually since picked up a couple of volumes later in the series in a sale section in store. And I did not realise it was a full colour series. I mean, I knew it was really thin, I just didn't realise it was full colour, which is quite nice. The only real damage I can see is on this corner, which is, like, got a bad flick to it. Actually, this corner also has not a great flick to it. Hopefully being on a shelf or under a pile will make it flatten. And then we have volume 2 of As Miss Beelzebub Likes. I've inadvertently swept up a lot of this series quite recently. I think I might either be complete or up to date if I can just find volume 1. This one's got a bit of damage on this corner here, but otherwise isn't too bad. I don't know how well you can see, but this parcel has been addressed to Caketinz, which is me, by the way. So this parcel, hopefully, fingers crossed, I hope I didn't just... should be filled with some juicy mangoes from the most glorious, wonderful Liddy Moon. Look at this! Look what path she's sending me down by getting me into Clamp. If you don't watch Liddy Moon's videos, you first off really should. But she recently managed to haul a complete set of Tsubasa singles and XX Holic. Ow, this is so scuffed. And XXX Holic singles. So she had a bunch of omnis that she was trying to dispose of, and I am known for my manga guzzling. Now, to be honest, in general, I prefer singles too. If I had the option of omnis or singles, I will always go singles. Oh, jeez to God. I'm tired. I'm confused. If I have the option between omnis and singles, I will usually go singles with the odd occasion where I might not. However, I think these are both series where picking up the singles or picking up a full set of singles often costs way more than I am willing to pay, because first and foremost, I am very cheap. And then omni single choices come second, basically. So because I think it's going to be way cheaper for me to collect the omnibus of this series over the singles, I have chosen to go down the omnibus route because I would really like to join in reading it, basically. And I am now making progress with that, as I have first omni of XX Holic, the 7th omni of Tsubasa, one of those did not fall on the floor, and the 4th omni of XX Holic. I'll be honest, I do have some singles of Tsubasa and XX Holic that I picked up because they are often really cheap, at least a couple of the early ones. Also XX Holic, I needed a series with X in my collection because I didn't have any. Anyway, not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. It's like just 3 completely random volumes early on, really. Ooh. Oh, Liddy! I was confused. She has also sent me Black Summoner Volume 1, which is a new release. I was going to say from Yam Press, but it's got the J Novel Club imprint. Liddy's such a sweetie. I was really excited for this release, and Yam Press included it, I think, in Liddy's care package, and she has sent it on to me as well, and I think it's an isekai, and I have actually been recommended this once. I am very excited to read it. I might put it straight into my basket. Oh my god, Lizzie! Oh no, I scared Una. Liddy has blessed me. Oh, this was an unexpected part of the secondhand manga haul. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Una sat right next to me in concern. Liddy, your letter is adorable. I love you so much, Liddy. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna rub this on Una. Here you go, Una. Smoochies from Liddy. Nope, she's trying to eat the bubble wrap again. Liddy, you are so wonderful. And now Una can play with the box. I'm gonna put these so you can see them on my team's calls. Oh, Liddy, I'm gonna cry again. Okay, I'm doing a little better. Let's open this one. I'm not sure where it's from. It's definitely, I don't think World of Books. Whether it's eBay or Amazon, I'm not sure. Oh, it's all bubble wrapped together. Where are my scissors? Oh, that's really bubble wrapped. This is so bubble wrapped. How many layers are in that? There's so many layers. Oh, they smell a little funny. Next, we have got volumes 1 and 13 of What Did You Eat Yesterday? These are actually in really good condition. I think every single one of these volumes was £5 and it was free shipping. I've seen really mixed opinions on this series, to be honest. Some people have really loved it and some people have really not. I found it really boring. I've committed, considering I've bought a volume 18 of it. I like the colour scheme as well on the spines, and I love series to do with food, so I'm committed. Then we have Saint Seiya Show Volume 8. This is a bit of a trickier series to find, unfortunately. I've got like 1 to 8 now, and then a random volume later in the teens. I'd really love to try and read some more Saint Seiya, and I believe this is like one spin-off or something. I don't know. Forgive me. But yeah, I don't see them pop up that often, so I don't know if I'll be able to complete the series, and 7 Seas aren't always the best for reprints. Then we have Not Lives Volume 4. I'm missing, I think, 1 more volume before this series is complete. I picked up a load of the series in the Forbidden Planet Lead sale section, and I've only been a few volumes short to complete it. I know it's something to do with video games, and that is pretty much the extent of my knowledge. Then we have Tale of the Outcast Volume 2. Again, a series I have been intrigued by, but I've bought pretty much all my volumes second-hand at this point, so I'm just sort of holding off trying to fill my gaps till I can find more. It was fairly cheap, it wasn't that bad. Then we have Volume of Gigan, Volume 4. So yeah, I think I now have like 4 or 5 volumes of the series. It's completed 10, and I've really struggled to find volumes, so it's great to finally find another one, I guess. So I do think this is a World of Books, but it is in a brown paper parcel, which I actually do prefer to the plastic because they tend to be less likely to tear. Ooh. So we have another volume of Hayate the Combat Butler. This time it's volume 11. It is also a library copy, and I think that's the exact same sticker that was on the other one. So I assume they're both from the same place. I think I have like half the volumes of the series now. I'm missing so many volumes in the 20s. More than anything. I think this is, I now have a clear run to 11. I have quite a few of the teens, I have quite a few of the 30s, and actually I don't think it's that far in the 40s in English print at least. But yeah, 20s I'm quite sparse on. But it's just patience. They all always seem to pop up eventually. This might be our last plastic bag World of Books, and it's double bagged again. I mean, how many double-bagged parcels have we had compared to non-double-bagged parcels? I wonder if they're doing it more to try and stop the ripping. Stop customers complaining about volumes falling out. We do have a volume of Shikimari's Not a Cutie Volume 1. This is actually one they were meant to send me, and it fell out, I believe, and then they didn't have any in stock to send me. That, or the one they sent me was really, really damaged. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I did finally replace it, and this was only like £4. It was very cheap. And yes, we do have volume 1 of Zombie Powder, thank goodness. I actually quite like the cover of that, weirdly. It's actually a pretty decent nick, I'm quite happy with it. Then we have another Card Capture Sakura clear card, this time it's volume 4. Now this volume feels a bit more red. I see you under the desk, sneaking the bubble wrap, Una. Don't you dare. This one feels a little better than the rest, which surprises me. Maybe it isn't from the same set, but yeah, I think I've had like 6 or 7 volumes from the series now in this haul. and one of them didn't go on the floor. Then we have Failure Frame Volume 5 of the light novel. I became the strongest and annihilated everyone with low level spells. I think Ben might have started reading this recently. I think this got an anime, and I'll be honest, I was really shocked because I didn't think the manga was very good. But that seems to be a trend for isekai, to be fair. The really, really bad ones always get anime regardless. Apologies if you enjoy it. Then we also have The Two of Them Are Pretty Much Like This, Volume 1. I believe this is also a GL series. Gonna hold a bunch of them off for Pride Month, though that isn't actually very far away, and again might be happening or happen by the time you see this video. I kept seeing this one about in sale sections, but even in sale sections it was like $7.99, and that's still a bit much for how thin this is for me if I'm not too bothered about it. I think I ended up paying $4 something for this one. Okay, we got this parcel, which is like wrapped in, it's really heavy. This is really heavy. I'm not really sure how to tackle opening it, to be honest. Badly is what I've decided to go for. Oh, well, it's definitely books inside. Would you look at that? 5 light novels from the series Tear Moon Empire. Now I think, upside down, I think it's 2 to 6. I did have one in my basket as well, but it sold just before I was about to pay, unfortunately. This is, it's not quite, did I say isekai? It's not an isekai, it's a back in time where she's trying to right her wrongs or just not end up executed like she does. Like a lot of the villainess ones do, to be fair. I've quite liked it, it's okay. But these were all about £6 each, which isn't bad, especially for J Novel Club, which are pricey. Quite like how chunky they are, that surprised me. Oh, they're heavy. J Novel Club is so heavy. Then we also have High School Prodigies Have It Easy Even in Another World, Volume 7. Light novel for Benjamin. He has 1 to 6, so he has another one to read. He's been on such a light novel kick recently. He's reading like 2 or 3 a week. So I feel a lot less bad for buying him loads of light novels. Also, our anniversary is early June, so he gets all of these then. I've been building a stack like the Travelman Warehouse sale, a whole bunch of random second-hand ones and sale ones I've been accumulating. He gets them all for our anniversary. And then after anniversary, any I pick up gets stored up for Christmas. And then, oh, that's quite thin. Then we have another 2 Clamp Omni, Subasa Omnibus Volume 1 and XXX Holic Volume 6. Now, it being so thin might explain why it was a whole bunch cheaper. This was like £7, I want to say. This one, I think, was about 10, maybe? I mean, which still isn't bad, considering, yeah, Caketinz doesn't do pounds, my bad. Yeah, so now I've got like 3 XX Holics and 2 Subasa Omnis. I can't remember. I'm making progress! Another... Right, we have got Classroom of the Elite 9 light novel. Actually, I picked up 10, didn't I? So they're like 2 next to each other. That's quite neat, actually. I'm quite happy with that. Then we have Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card Volume 5. Is that the last of the ones I've ordered? I can't remember. There's like 3 more parcels and then we're done. I don't remember if there's any more card capture in those. And we have Zombie Powder Volume 3. I don't remember ordering 3, but apparently I did. This is also pretty decent condition. I don't know how many volumes this series has. I don't know if I shot myself in the foot. Oh, it says $5.99 on the back. Those were the days. Also, it says 3 for 2 and all bits. Where's this 3 for 2 sticker from? I don't recognize it. Anyone recognize it? Please tell me in the comments where that's from. I'm really curious now. Then we have Bloody Mary Volume 9. I picked up a lot of this series on one of my sci-fi hauls. I got 1 to 8 and I didn't get 9 and 10. They had 9 on all books, so now I just need 10 to complete the series. And then I picked up this light novel for Ben, Goblin Slayer Volume 5. Now, to be honest, this volume was actually £8. It was quite pricey for what I would normally pay. However, Ben has been reading a bunch of Goblin Slayer recently and watching the anime, and the only light novel he needed till he had a clear run to like Volume 14 was Volume 5. So when they had Volume 5, and £8 is actually still a bunch cheaper than like 3 for 2-ish. It's not too bad. Or was it like £7 something? I'll have to check my emails. So yeah, I picked it up for him. It is pretty decent condition. I might give him this one immediately over holding on the rest. Depends what he's wanting to read next, but I'll give him the offer because he did actually ask me, if you see this secondhand, can you please buy it? Which he never does. Got another cardboard one. These ones I feel are more satisfying than the other ones. Yes, Cherry Magic 8. Someone shared this in the Discord server. I can't remember how much it was. Was it £6 something? And this RRP's at $14.99. So £6. Oh, it does have a bend on this corner here, but I don't care for how much it is and how much I paid. Very pleased, very happy. I've read the first volume and I did quite like it. It was very calming. So I'm going to try and read the rest during June. We're actually nearly at the end. I think there's this one and one more and we're done. Oh yes, the Grand Guggenheim Orchestra Volume 3. Thank you so much. Meow. I've forgotten, shit. For sending me a link because someone in the Discord has this series and I was like, oh shit, you've got Volume 3. Volume 3 is really tricky to find. And they remembered and they sent me a link when they saw it on Mulder Books and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That is a complete series at 5 volumes and this was the only one I needed. So it's complete. Okay, so this last parcel's gotten me really, really confused because I just noticed that it is addressed to Caketinz, which I don't obviously usually address my parcels to, if that has focused. Caketinz. I have absolutely no idea what this is or where it's come from. And I need to not accidentally cut myself with the scissors. It's kind of thick-ish. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, wait, what? What? I am so confused. Did I order this? Did I order this? Una, did I order this? I need to check my emails. I'm so confused. Or did someone send this to me? Who'd send? Liddy? 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 Liddy, if you sent this to me, I'm so mad. And cry all at the same time. No, you didn't. No, she didn't. This is next level enabling. If she did, oh dear God. Wow, what a way to end. What a way to end the video in mega severe confusion and I'm just a blubbery mess of emotion. Doesn't help. It's like 11:30 at night. I think I've calmed down a bit again. Oh dear God. Okay, well I'm another step closer to completing XXXholic and Supercell Omnis. Oh my God. And with that, we are complete on this second-hand haul. I hope you enjoyed it. There was one or two things that might not have been completely second-hand, but we can gloss over those. There was a chunk of good stuff. I must say, I think in general, the quality of the volumes in this haul was actually a bit worse than usual. I was definitely a few more library copies. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I forgot to charge my phone and it died just as I was about to end the video. But otherwise, yes, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Liddy. You are amazing and very naughty. Ben has already come in and taken Goblin Slayer 5, so yes, he did very much want it immediately. Let me know in the comments what you think of the quality of these volumes. I do think they're a bit worse than usual. There were some really good ones. I'm really pleased with the hardcovers, but otherwise I don't think they were as great generally. Yes, let me know in the comments what you thought. Remember to like the video, subscribe, check out my channel memberships, and join the Dudette Discord server, link found down below. Otherwise, I hope you have the most wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!